Hello, children. I am present again with the explanation of poem The Snake Drying from your English textbook Beehive. In this poem, snake is considered to be a dangerous and poisonous reptile. Actually, we consider snakes as the dangerous and the poisonous reptile. Hardly few people, right? However, the idea projected through this poem is quite contradictory. That is opposite to what people perceive of snakes. The poet in this poem has tried to show the snake to be a victim itself. It causes no harm to anyone. Its intention of attack is only for self defense. The poet here tries to convince the pursuer to allow it to escape because it was harmless even to the children. The poet has fallen into the beauty and charm of the snake, and he had appreciated the moves of the snake. So basically, the snake which we are going to talk about in this poem is a non-poisonous snake. If you see snakes in the water, all right, usually snakes which are found in water in lakes and all, those snakes are not poisonous. So this particular snake belongs to that category. That is why here this particular snake is not poisonous, but because the idea which all of us have about snakes makes the snake fall into trouble. A poem by W. Ross. The first stanza is like, the snake trying to escape the pursuing stick with sudden curvings of thin long body. How beautiful and graceful are these shapes. He glides through the water away from the stroke. Here in this stanza, the poet describes how a snake is trying to fell in beauty and charm of the snake, and he had also appreciated gracious moves of the snake. The poet is really amazed at the shape and graceful slithering. Slithering means gliding of the snake. All right. Now here the snake, it tries to escape from the pursuing stick. Means the person who is hitting the snake, in order to protect himself or herself, the snake is trying to escape the hit. It curves its thin long body suddenly. The snake looks very beautiful and graceful, and it tries to escape from the stroke, glides through the water, and this makes the poet enjoy the beauty of this particular creature. Stanza 2. Oh, let him go over the water into the reeds without hurt. Small and green, he is harmless even to the children. The poet says, oh, let him go. The snake is not so dangerous over here. This snake is not so dangerous. And I can see the color of the snake. It is green in color and it is so small. And I tell you, it is really harmless even to the children. So the poet over here in this second stanza, the poet says that the afraid snake is making its way into the water so that it can avoid the possible harm. Means the scene or the actions that the snake is showing over here is not to scare the pursuer of miss the stroke or the hit and escape. So over here the intention of the snake is not to scare the person. The intention of the snake is to make out a way so that it can move away. Alright. So the poet describes that the afraid snake is making its way into the water so that it can avoid the possible harm and go unhurt into the reeds. The poet requests not to cause any harm to that beautiful snake which is harmless. And this particular snake is so small and so soft that I can say it is very much harmless, not even harmless to the children, and allow it to go to the reeds and hide itself. Stanza 3. Along the sand he lay until observed, and chased away, and now he vanishes in the ripples among the green, slim reeds. First of all, what does reed, reed, mean over here? Water plants with thick stems. Alright? So here the poet says that the green snake was lying along the sand until it was observed by someone who started chasing it. The snake was quietly lying, all right. It was not lying with intention or in order to hurt anyone or to scare anyone. वो आराम से it was lying somewhere, but the man started chasing it. So the snake started moving fast and hid itself into the reeds. That's how it saved itself. And helps the snake to hide, because the color of the snake and the color of the reed, both here it is green, and it makes a suitable situation for the snake to hide itself properly. So this is all about the snake trying. We have got, we assume things, all right, and what we have heard, what we have seen from the beginning, we assume the same when those things come in front of us. All right, here we need to understand all creatures on this earth are not dangerous, and as human being it is our responsibility not to disturb their area or them. Thank you, children.